As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it.
Let's go see what's going on.
Thanks to the efforts of a few friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks. That's enough sentiment from me.
Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves. Not good enough, sadly.
Mighty as ever. Here's Roy Brown.
We need to get to my office. From there we can see how bad things really are. Stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go.
Not sure they're taking... That is going to sting.
Dang, they did.
Damn. The door's blocked from the other side somehow. We'll have to find a way around.
I can't believe there's going to be worth the trouble. Look at this place.
Don't have the key.
Wait.
Lefty's right.
Get ready.
Get up, motherfucker! I'll tear you limb from limb! That's how you imagine it would go.
This is my property. You are trespassing.
Anything on... I can lug for you. That's it.
Hmm. Dang. I lockpick a lot of stuff.
Yes. You okay?
I'll be all right. I just need to rest here a minute.
There we go.
Don't worry about me.
Must have been one hell of a disagreement to merit all this.
Gonna need a password. Hi.
Don't worry about me.
Edward, how badly are you hurt?
I'm not dead yet, but I don't think I can get up.
You kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I sent the elevator down to the basement like you wanted and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few of them before they decided to leave me alone in here. Haven't seen anybody for quite a while. I think. It's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
Hey.
Well, then
I'll
don't
be
worry.
all right.
Me and your friend here will have to take care of things ourselves. They've definitely reached the basement. Although I don't understand how they knew how to get past it. It doesn't matter. We'll have to go through the abandoned part of the building. It looks like the Abremelin field is still functioning. Though several of the security doors in the basement have already been breached. We better hurry if we want to stop them. They seem determined to reach Lorenzo for some reason.
Got it. Let's go.
Just follow my instructions and everything will be fine.
Be careful. You too. Person. You
all seen or heard about the latest issue of Public Occurrences?
Yeah.
You're dead!
Bold claims by our intrepid.
Any pieces of my leg. You
Very
grab
serious implications.
Not exactly the pushover that we were
The
promised.
mayor's office
What did
has.
those morons? Where that motherfucker?
The mayor himself insists. But between you and me, listeners, I'm gonna keep my eyes open just to be on the safe side. Well, never a dull moment here at the greatest voices ever. Here's Nat King Cole.
won't be bothering anybody now.
Had to play hero, huh?
We're in for it now. When I thought we were getting along.
Tired yet?
The value of a place like this.
Having fun.
Here you go. You don't have to do this. So long. Got me. Good.
Going down. Basement.
Can't pick this. Kill everyone
Need
you
the
see.
key.
Don't hesitate. We can't let them release Lorenzo. Those idiots are trying to shut down the Abremlin field. It's the only thing keeping Lorenzo from breaking out of there. We need to get in there and stop them.
Hello, Jack. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of a personal visit.
Father, I will stop this.
My powers have grown, Jack. The artifact still has so much to teach me. Once I am free, I will be happy to teach you too.
You know I can't let you out until I can remove the artifact. Let me see. Lucifer's balls. They've locked down all the security doors. I'll have to open them one by one from here while you work your way down the hallway. Quickly now.
That's right. You need to shut down the container. order to open the door. That's it.
I'm
Just
opening
keep
the main
turning.
door. Hurry!
Counterclockwise.
The Abremelin field is down!
Apparently, even the simplest I can feel my strength. Now I'll finally be free.
There's still one. It's not too late. It will take some time for him to regain his powers. We still have a chance to stop him.
Don't listen to my son. He's the crazy one. You know this. Look at what he's done to me.
I built a failsafe into the containment grid. Switch the 4 Abremelin generators to manual override, and I can flood his cell with a lethal dose of Zeta radiation.
Do the right thing. Open this door and let me out.
He's lying! Yes! Now set the other 3 generators and I can end it. Just set the last generator and I can end it. That's it! Don't worry, the Zeta radiation won't harm you. I'm sorry, Father. I did everything I could to avoid this. I believe I was close to finding a way to improve the art.
Liar! You'd have put me here forever if you'd had your way. Puny worm. Do you truly think you have the power to destroy me?
Goodbye, Father.
Ah. Damn, he killed his own father.
We didn't have any other choice, did we?
What would he have done if he'd gotten free?
Oh, he would have killed both of us. And then the rest of my family. His crimes back when he was free. It was only because of the world now. No. I've answered my own question.
I'm sorry about Lorenzo.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Before you go,
Right.
I think this is fit.
Uh-huh. Great. Thanks.
One more thing. I've done so much research on the artifact. I may be able to do something with it. Come back and see me at...
Sixteen bobbleheads.
Any cave there seeing civilization.
This is
Hey,
interesting.
folks, we've got word coming in of a new settlement founded to the northwest. Some brave, enterprising folks have decided to settle Sanctuary. We wish them the best of luck. It never hurts to have one more safe, reliable place in the Commonwealth. In related news, it sounds like the Minutemen may be getting back on their feet and helping out at Sanctuary. And that's definitely good news for everyone. Anyone willing to take a stand for safety in the Commonwealth is okay in my book. Here's Ella Fitzgerald with another classic, Undecided, which is something I used to be quite often. Then I made up my mind. Decided to be cool.
Good neighbor. Lowest place in the Commonwealth. Everything not nailed down.
You're back. How'd it go at the library?
I managed to fight my way.
Only 200 years, bastard?
Sure.
I know it was an odd. Here's your money.
Brotherhood of Steel.
Let's go to the den. Let's go see the doc.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about the lonely.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amara's downstairs.
You got the memory card loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Excuse me.
Good neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse.
Right.
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But now, you ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time. I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Wasn't he a caveman?
Yeah, that's the one. They found him in an iceberg off the harbor. Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
This whole Commonwealth is a nightmare.
Yeah, there's so much crime and violence. What we need is a real hero. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to...
Good on you for trying to make the world better.
I just have to do something, you know? I've built my own custom machine gun, but to make this work, and they actually got one here in Boston.
Uh-huh. I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? Before the bombs fell, so that's where you'll find it. You're the...
Dr. Amata. Downstairs, where is it?
Here for Amara. She's downstairs.
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption, and we don't have the password. Let's see. We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory laundry. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your finger...
See you on the other side.
Okay, let's get in, hop in, ready and wired.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have.
Instead,
Remember,
I ended up running
you are
away.
experiencing these memories as
I
Kellogg.
told myself I wanted
This
to
may
find
prove
somewhere
disorienting at
out
first.
from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules.
This doesn't seem to be
But
what
really,
you're looking for.
I was running from the guilt of not
There
protecting
appears
her
to be
from
another
Dad.
intact memory close to you.
It doesn't matter now, though.
There. Try that one.
No wonder Kellogg's childhood is interesting.
People are always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raiders, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
School said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. Won't let you down.
You've always been good.
I'm surprised the NCR is still around. The nation are not the nation California Republic. They're still around. It's crazy. The military's still around. It's good. Only in California though. I've been waiting for news like that.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
I don't know anybody here. And now with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her.
So
But you don't
no
need to
wonder
worry about me.
he was married.
Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, honey. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Man like him, crazy. He's married. Crazy man.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
Dang, so...
I found another memory to try.
He lost his wife and child, I guess. Now I see why he turned out so crazy. Could I turn out like him? I hope I don't.
Mind if we sit down?
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
Get yourself.
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of
We seem to be getting
blends
closer.
together.
Try this next one.
Well,
There was almost always a bar, though. That's
he
universal.
lived in San Francisco, California.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, when he got older.
You're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override.
Oh, I remember this.
Cryogenic stasis. Suspended.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but,
Me.
I never liked to. And yet, even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So
It wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my
Virgil.
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
No wonder. Interesting. Now we just learned something.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's...
Sure.
Are you ready?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
Virgil.
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
I'll
If we
find
need
him.
to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up.
Okay, let's go. We'll find a way in the sea. For Christ's sake, I got a hazard suit. Looks like the case ain't over yet.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Oh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me. That, or you could buy up all the rat... I told you I'm fine. I'll be in Diamonds...
Nick.
Time to hit the road?
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
Guess we're gonna be going to the glowing sea. Which I don't think we're ready yet for a little bit. I think we're gonna focus on some of this stuff I gotta do. I gotta go back to...
Hey, let me ask you something.
Sure, ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
I don't know, Nick. My family's in tatters. I've been dropped into this place where everything's trying to kill me. You tell me.
Well, I'd expect you to feel lost, scared, and mad as hell. I sure did. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. And thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws. Of course, when I took up there back when, the massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing. Plenty of people assumed, but at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing. Just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero. Offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Was it hard settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs but I guess folks never forgot I rescued them. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the simp. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to good neighbor in the dead of night's not the work. After a while, hell, I was so happy to... I never stopped being... Sure. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. That's a long story.
Okay. But I do gotta go back home and get the Vault suits up. And we can go back to Vault 101 and get that new gun. And a new store. If I can open up. Because our Vault, because my people need guns. And guns are important. To protect our people. They gotta protect themselves in order to survive and protect Sanctuary. Guns need to be a part.
You came to visit. I almost thought you wouldn't.
Hey, now that you're back here in Sanctuary, how would you like a job?
A job? For me? Really?
Yeah, I think your sales experience can be a great asset.
You do?
on, we got beer, clothes, stores, clothes, weapons. Do we got any armor? Trade store, bar. Where is he at?
Yeah?
Want to do more fighting?
Hey.
Go on.
Hold on, maybe I
Can't
should
wait
go
to get
there.
out of this
Yeah.
huh?
Hey, Carla.
You again. Here to try.
Let's see what you got.
You break.
Why bother with that?
Don't make 'em like you used to.
Museum or something?
Seems to be growing well.
Now we got it.
Do you need something, monsieur?
How are you doing?
I find myself wanting to set out again and see. I hope we can renew our pub.
Never mind.
As you wish.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
I like the entryway. 5 represents the flag of the Minutemen. Next episode will be